if you are a guy who works out very often and is also a freak about tracking things, and you have this like gamer mindset that you need to see stats for everything, right? A lot of people, they can just go ahead and live life, improve their life, work hard on their goals without accurately tracking everything. But if you're a gamer, especially if you're a gamer, you grew up with like stats, you grew up with levels and like numbers that indicate where you are in like what stage you're on, what level character you're on, everything. So if you're like an obsessive tracker just like me, track everything that you do, even the tiny things. Because the thing is, a lot of us track the workouts, just like me, right? I track every like strength training workout that I do, but I don't track steps. I don't track kilometers ran or kilometers walked, because in daily life I kind of just do it so often that my brain like classifies it as, oh, I just do it daily, so why do I need to track it? But it's important to track it so you know what you're doing, and you can still show proof, and you can have an account for what you're doing in life. For example, I walk about 3 kilometers or more to and from to go to school. And now that's not like 1.5 this way, 1.5 the other way. I take a bus, and it's a long story, but I walk 1.7 kilometers to school, and then the same 1.7 kilometers back to the bus station that I do. Now, a lot of people won't track that, and I also didn't. But then it's important to track that, right? Because you are still technically doing cardio, because you're walking out in nature. And I don't see the trouble, or I don't see why you shouldn't be tracking it. So from now on, track the little stuff. For example, if it's this walk, I'm gonna have to track it, because let's just say, for example, I only did the 1.7 kilometers for 100 days. 1.7 kilometers for 100 classes, like 100 days of going to school, isn't really gonna do much, right? 1.7. But then if you do the math, that's over 170 kilometers that I've tracked. That, like, imagine that, 170 kilometers that I have proof for, that I know what I'm supposed to be doing. That I know I'm doing it, right? And other people can see it. I know what I've been doing, so that I can at least have a goal, or the reason you keep stats. But that's all I wanted to say. If you're a guy who tracks your workouts a lot, and you are an obsessive number guy, just like me, that's a tip you can keep in mind. Anyway, bye-bye. It's really cold.